Imagine this, you're scrubbing the marble floors of a billionaire's mansion in Ikoyi, Lagos. Every day for 3 years. You know every corner of his 20-room house better than your own one-room apartment in Ajigona. You've seen his Rolls-Royce collection. You've dusted his awards. You've served dinner to governors and business moguls. But he's never once looked you in the eye. Until one Tuesday morning in 2019, when everything changed. And I'm not talking about a salary increase or a Christmas bonus. What happened next, you won't believe it even when I tell you. This is the true story of Chiamaka and Mr. Emeka Okonkwo. And it's going to mess with everything you think you know about Nigerian billionaires. Let me take you back to 2016. Chiamaka Nwosu is 23 years old, fresh out of university with a degree in mass communication. But this is Nigeria. You know how the story goes. No jobs. No connections. No godfathers to help. Her father passed away when she was 15, her mother sells vegetables in Oshodi Market. So when her cousin tells her about a housekeeping position at a billionaire's mansion in Ikoyi, she jumps at it. Not because she dreamed of cleaning houses, but because 35,000 naira a month is better than nothing. That's barely $100, but it's something. The house. My God. 6 stories. Swimming pool. Private cinema. Garage with 7 luxury cars. The chandelier in the entrance hall cost more than most people earn in a lifetime. Mr. Emeka Okonkwo made his fortune in oil and gas, then real estate, then tech. Forbes estimated his net worth at $230 million. You could smell the money in the air conditioning. Chiamaka's job was simple: clean the mansion. Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Don't speak unless spoken to. Don't ask questions. Don't touch anything expensive. And definitely don't bother Mr. Okonkwo when he's home. For 3 years, she followed those rules religiously. She watched him from a distance, always on phone calls, always busy, always surrounded by people in expensive suits. He'd walk past her like she was furniture. Not mean, just invisible. The way rich people do. But here's what nobody knew: Chiamaka was watching. Learning. Absorbing. She noticed which business associates he trusted and which ones he didn't. She overheard phone conversations about deals and investments. She saw patterns. When he paced in his study late at night, it meant a deal was going south. When he hummed fella songs while eating breakfast, business was good. She knew his word better than most of his employees, just from observing silently while dusting shelves and mopping floors. Then came that Tuesday. March 12, 2019. Chiamaka is cleaning Mr. Okonkwo's study when she notices something that makes her blood run cold. He's left his laptop open. On the screen, she can see an email, a business proposal. And even though she's not supposed to look, even though she could lose her job, something about it catches her eye. It's a land deal in Lekki Phase 2. $20 million. The sender is someone she recognizes, one of Mr. Okonkwo's business partners who visits every month. The proposal looks perfect on paper. Guaranteed returns. Government backing. All the right buzzwords. But Chiamaka remembers something. 3 weeks ago, while serving dinner, she overheard this same man on the phone in the garden. He thought nobody was around. He was laughing, telling someone, the old man is about to lose everything. 20 million down the drain. Her heart is pounding. Does she say something? She's a housemaid. Why would a billionaire listen to her? She could get fired for eavesdropping. She could get blacklisted. Her mother depends on her income. But $20 million. She makes a decision that will change everything. She takes a photo of the email with her phone, just in case, then she goes back to cleaning, her hands shaking. That evening, as Mr. Okonkwo is about to leave for a business dinner, Chiamaka does something she's never done in 3 years. She steps in front of him at the door. "Sir, I need to tell you something." He looks at her, for the first time in 3 years. Confused. Slightly annoyed. "Make it quick." "That Lekki deal, sir. The one from Mr. Adelik. Don't sign it." The temperature in the room drops. Mr. Okonkwo's face hardens. "Excuse me." Now his security detail is moving closer. His personal assistant is staring at her like she's lost her mind. This is it. She's about to get thrown out, possibly arrested for, what? Industrial espionage. Trespassing. But she's already committed. 3 weeks ago, I heard him on the phone. He said you were about to lose everything. That 20 million would be gone. I don't know what the scam is, sir, but something is wrong with that deal. Silence. The kind of silence that suffocates. Mr. Okonkwo stares at her for what feels like an hour. Then he does something that shocks everyone in the room, including his bodyguards and his assistant. He cancels his dinner. Right there. He tells everyone to leave the room. Everyone except Chiamaka. "Tell me everything," he says. So she does. Every detail. The phone call in the garden. The date. The time. The exact words. She even shows him the photo of the email on her phone, apologizing profusely for taking it. Mr. Okonkwo listens without interrupting. When she's done, he makes a single phone call. Not to Mr. Adelik. Not to his lawyers. To a private investigator he keeps on retainer for situations exactly like this. "I want everything on the Lekki Phase 2 deal. By tomorrow morning. Everything." Then he looks at Chiamaka. "You've been working here for 3 years." "Yes, sir." "And this is the first time you've spoken to me." "Yes, sir." "Why?" She pauses. "Because that's the rule, sir. Don't speak unless spoken to." He nods slowly, like he's seeing something for the first time. "Go home. Come back tomorrow. No more time." That night, Chiamaka doesn't sleep. She's convinced she's going to get fired. Or worse. Maybe she misunderstood what she heard. Maybe she just destroyed a legitimate business deal. Maybe she just made the biggest mistake of her life. The next morning, she arrives at 6 a.m. as usual. There's a different energy in the house. Mr. Okonkwo's assistant meets her at the door. "He wants to see you." In his study. Now. This is it. She's getting fired. She walks into the study. Mr. Okonkwo is sitting at his desk with papers spread everywhere. He looks like he hasn't slept. When he sees her, his expression is unreadable. "Sit down," he says. She sits. "You saved me from losing $23 million, he says quietly. "Not 20. 23. The investigator found everything. The land doesn't exist. The government documents were forged. Mr. Adelik and 2 others were running a sophisticated scam. They would have disappeared with the money within a week." Chiamaka's hands are shaking. I'm glad, sir. You're a university graduate. Mass communication, right? She blinks, surprised he knows. "Yes, sir." "Why are you cleaning houses?" The question hangs in the air. Why is she cleaning houses? Because there are no jobs. Because without connections, a degree is just paper. Because she needs to eat. Because her mother needs medication. Because I needed work, sir. Any work. He nods. Then he says something that makes her heart stop. "How would you like a different job?" But this is where the story takes a turn you won't see coming. Because what Mr. Okonkwo offers her isn't what you think. He doesn't make her his secretary. He doesn't give her some entry-level position in his company. He doesn't offer her money to keep quiet about the scam. Instead, he says, "For 3 years, you've been in my house, watching my business without me knowing. You picked up on a scam that my entire legal team missed. You understand patterns. You pay attention. Those are rare skills." He slides a document across the desk. "I'm making you a partner in a new venture. 50-50. I provide the capital, $2 million to start. You provide the oversight and strategy. We are going to build something together. But there's a catch." Chiamaka's head is spinning. "Partner? $2 million? This can't be real." "What's the catch, sir? You tell me when I'm being stupid. You tell me when something doesn't make sense. You tell me when my own people are lying to me. Not as an employee. As a partner. As an equal." She stares at him. This billionaire, who didn't look at her for 3 years, is offering her partnership. "Why?" she whispers. "Because I've been rich for so long, I forgot how to see what's right in front of me. I surrounded myself with yes men and opportunists. Meanwhile, the person who saved my fortune was dusting my bookshelves." He leans back. "I don't want your obedience, Miss Nwosu. I want your perspective. I want your honesty. That's worth more than any MBA." But here's the twist that makes this story legendary in Lagos business circles. Chiamaka says no. Mr. Okonkwo blinks. "I'm sorry. I said no, sir. Not like this. Everyone thinks she's crazy." His assistant later tells her she's the first person in Nigerian history to turn down a billionaire partnership. But Chiamaka stands her ground. "If we are going to be partners, sir, it has to be real. Not because you feel grateful. Not because you feel guilty. I need to earn it. Give me 6 months. Hire me as an analyst in your company. Pay me a fair wage. Let me prove I can do this work. Then, if I'm good enough, we'll talk about partnership." The silence in that study is deafening. Then Mr. Emeka Okonkwo does something he hasn't done in 20 years of business. He laughs. Really laughs. "You just turned down $2 million to, what? Prove yourself." "Yes, sir. You're either brilliant or insane. Maybe both, sir." He extends his hand. 6 months. We'll see what you're made of." That was 5 years ago. Today, Chiamaka Nwosu is the co-founder and CEO of Okonkwo Nwosu Ventures, one of the fastest growing investment firms in West Africa. Portfolio value: over $90 million. She's been featured in Forbes Africa. She's spoken at Harvard Business School. She still lives modestly, bought her mother a nice house in Lekki, but hasn't bought a Lamborghini or filled her Instagram with luxury photos like most young Nigerian entrepreneurs. And Mr. Okonkwo? He still calls her his secret weapon. Because she still tells him when he's being stupid. And he listens. But here's the real twist that nobody talks about. After Chiamaka left her housekeeping position, Mr. Okonkwo changed how his entire organization operates. He instituted a policy: every employee, from driver to executive, has direct access to him through an anonymous feedback system. He holds quarterly meetings where the lowest paid staff can ask questions directly to management. Because one housemaid taught a billionaire the most expensive lesson of his life: the people you don't see are often the ones seen the most. The moral of this story isn't that every cleaner will become a billionaire's partner. That would be dishonest. Most won't. Life isn't a fairy tale. But Chiamaka's story reminds us of something crucial: position is not the same as perspective. Sometimes the person scrubbing the floor sees the dirt nobody else notices. Sometimes the person invisible to everyone else has the clearest view of the truth. And for those of us grinding in positions we feel are beneath us, whether you're a cleaner, a driver, a security guard, an intern, Your current position is not your final destination. But how you show up in that position matters. What you pay attention to matters. Your integrity matters. Chiamaka could have kept quiet. She could have stayed invisible. Nobody would have blamed her. But she spoke up. Not for a reward. Not for recognition. Because it was right. And that changed everything. This story is based on real events, though names and some details have been changed. If this inspired you, subscribe for more untold Nigerian stories. And drop a comment. What would you have done in Chiamaka's situation? Would you have spoken up or stayed silent?